What's going on, everyone? It's Greg back with some more Watcher of Realms, and we have the final phase of the normal Void Rift. So we're gonna go through here, clicked up our stuff. We got our first fight. Looks like just some waves here. 2 defenders, 2 single target. Pose a threat to heroes on platforms. So I mean, I think we take in our fighters here. Yeah, some tanks, fighters, healers, and we still bring in our DPS because normally it's still gonna work. So we have 2 lanes to defend. So that's what we're going to focus on. Put our Baron up here at the top. Our comment for our burst DPS. Our healer, Vortex. He has that beautiful range. And man, I didn't have him till right up before Void Rift came out. Alright, so now I got my Assault down at the bottom. I'm going to pull out my Vierna to DPS that lane. Got our Elowen out for some extra heals and some rage regeneration. And Toriel just for some single target DPS because we do have these big boys coming. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal at this point. Go ahead and throw Toriel's ult. Ult? I don't know why I keep saying ult. Again, this one is pretty straightforward. Once you have your units down, you're just tanking the waves. These big boys do hit pretty bad. As you can see here, I did get a little bit of okie doked from these units on the bottom. They actually walk all the way to the top, so keep that in mind. But my comment is pretty bursty, so not a big deal to deal with. Of course, Baron has no problem tanking them. So I think the same thing with these bottom 2. Once the timer runs out, they're gonna go up there as well. You could theoretically put someone down there to DPS, but yeah, I wasn't worried about it. Just let them go ahead and walk up here. This fight is pretty straightforward. These are the last 2. Comet is going to burst them down. And the last one took a little bit because we ran out of that ult. Alright, so as usual, want to look around, collect our little rewards. Like to see if I miss anything in any nook and cranny. All good there. Got our next fight here, and we're fighting Slaughter. And Slaughter, does he revive? No, the skeletons revive, but you're supposed to beat him pretty quickly because he will build up his attack. So you do want to try to get him down quick. Alright, so pulling Dolores for the attack boost. I don't know exactly what I was thinking there. You're gonna do mostly ground units here. You only have 3 tiles to place platform units. And I'm trying to figure out my heals. I do turn Vortex to take care of Salazar. I put Zilla 2 behind Baron. And I stick Toriel in there just because, I mean, she's gets that ult up, man. You can just use her for some tricky situations. I don't know where, you know, things are going to end up, so she just makes sense. See, so we got the boss at the top. So Salazar is going to be able to ult. I don't know why I didn't ult Salazar, just sitting there watching it. Okay, so he dies once. Alright, now I use the ult. No, I used it at the wrong time, huh? He was invulnerable for a little bit. It was kind of a waste. So I'm essentially normal DPS in with Salazar. Then we finally get an ult in. Then of course this bottom side is just stacked right now, so I'm not really worried about it. So then we have a few more mobs to take care of. And boom. Alright, easy peasy. Again, guys, I know I have a decent roster for Void Rift, as far as I've been able to tell. So, but for most cases, most classes, you can swap things in and out. Not too bad. Alright, so we're back to gathering our stuff. Give us all our goodies. Looks like we have 5 more goodies to get. Ooh, so we get to go ahead and see. We got the big boss coming up. Torodor. It is Torodor, right? Alright, so I'm just checking to see any looking crannies I can get in. No. So now we have to face Baron. Use Whirlwind Slash. What this is like an AoE move, and it will wipe out pretty much anyone around him. So you want 3 ranged melee heroes, 2 defenders. My placement wasn't great on this because I didn't realize what lane he was going to come in. Did I switch anything up here? Don't think so. Oh yeah, we did. Alright, so there's what we finally decided on. We did pull in Wrath for the bonus. Then we pulled in Abomination, also getting that bonus. We still got in Zilla 2, so enough fighters. We got 2 tanks, so let's go in. So you see here we got 4 lanes to cover. The one that has these little fast guys, I go ahead and put down Abomination. I don't know if I necessarily should have did that, but I saw down here below the opportunity for Zilla 2 to attack 2 lanes. So I'm like, yeah, let me try that. And then Salazar, since those seem to be delayed in coming out, I put him at the top. Then I have Vortex to heal there. Then I put Eloin down below to heal. Maybe I should have swapped in because Vortex would have reached, but I figured I'd get Eloin's little thing. But no, I did get it in time. Okay, yeah. So I use that just to try to keep Zilla 2 alive. Once I get everything set up, I think we're pretty good. Alright, so here was the issue. We got Baron coming down, right? Here's the problem. Zilla 2 gets wiped by that thing. So does my tank. Or no, Abomination gets wiped. So I gotta put tank down, put Baron down. So Baron is taking Baron. Get my heals in. I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna do here, right? So what are we gonna do? I'm waiting for Zilla 2 to come back up because I think that's my answer. So, you know, we're still handling all the other lanes. I get Zilla 2 up. I'm like, oh, okay, I can use Zilla 2. Nope. He's gonna use his spinny move again. Or no. Yeah. He charges up. Spinny move again. Wipes out my Zilla 2. Baron, you know, is able to tank it. I don't know if it's because I had immunity at that time. It might have been. So anyway, I quickly take out my Vortex. I'm like, okay, I need to get DPS in. So I stick in Vierna, who can reach there. And Vierna is doing DPS while Baron is just beastly tanking. I will say, like, I don't know how many tanks would have been able to handle that spot. I don't know if technically I would have been killed by the spinning thing. I think so. So I think what's helping me there is Baron's immunity. So Baron is definitely a good choice against Baron, obviously. So we get another gold stage here. Let's go ahead and knock this out. I think what we get, we'll see it at the end. I think it's like 600k gold or something like that. It's not a ton, but it's a little chunk of change. Better than what they're doing in most other places. Alright, so we're going to just speed through this real quick because it's pretty straightforward, just like all the other ones. No big deal. You know, I kind of wish you got as many diamonds as you see falling there on the floor. Or I don't know how many that was, but it was probably more than what we got. I'm curious, is this 15 diamonds too? So does the diamond one actually give you anything else? It's 15 diamonds too. So diamond one looked fancy, but it wasn't giving you anything else. So I got this one, and I like looked at the thing on the right, but I don't know why I did not collect that. And I see I'm at 28, and I walk right past it, right? So I'm sitting here looking, like, what I'm freaking blind, man. Freaking blind. Alright. So we got Torodor. The key thing here that you should read is fatal damage for the first time. Torodor will eliminate all enemies within ahead of him immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and show you when he comes up, but you really have to make sure you have enough DPS to take him down, because this is not my first run. And you see I just skipped to the actual like 3rd run of me doing this. I realized I didn't have the DPS. I couldn't figure out why he was still reviving at the top. It's because he still does a move that will wipe your team that you have sitting there, and if you didn't DPS him enough, then you're screwed. He's still going to be able to revive when he goes to the top. So he's going to come through this red portal that I put Salazar in front of on the second from the top lane. And so originally I was putting Abomination there, and that didn't work out. So I put Abomination down below. I have Baron down below and Vierna. That pretty much can take care of the mobs down below. I do have to make sure I keep proccing Baron's shield there because we don't have any heals. The only heals we have right now are Vortex. So Salazar is doing his little DPS thing. And here comes Torodor. So the key thing here, he's going to come up, start attacking Salazar. At this point, you need enough DPS to take him down. Obviously, Salazar is going to burst the heck out of him. But when I had just Abomination there, and my Abomination is not built great, it wasn't enough DPS on Torodor. So he was still killing me. But then he still revived on the top. To this day, I should have just despawned Salazar. Not that it matters though, we have plenty of cost, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, I go ahead and stick Wrath behind Zillitu just in case. But Zillitu should be able to handle this no problem. But I didn't know exactly what to expect. We stick the extra tank down below just to have it, because like you can see, health's getting a little bit low. But we have some invulnerabilities going on down there, so it shouldn't have been a problem. Now he's going to do this fusion thing, charge up, and start walking again. Before that, you can't attack him, so don't waste your ult trying to attack him. Can't attack him until he's out of the fusion state. And as you can see here, I mean, Zillitu is going to be able to take this no problem. Boom. Done. Easy peasy. As long as you get enough DPS on the first round, the first little lane down below. So that's it. Void Rift normal. Phase 3 complete. My understanding, I believe, if I heard correctly, is that these are the same battles in hard, just harder. But I will be looking at going for hard next week. We'll get that recorded, get that out there. What I'll probably do is just speed them up even more, but at least get you show you guys if I make any tweaks to the teams or placements, because it is going to be a little more difficult. So our rewards now, we're on 28 out of 28, so we got everything. Go ahead and claim it. I'm sitting here looking through it. So we claim that, and this is, I think, a little misleading. I don't think you can actually do the next. You can't do the next difficulty until you actually claim the rewards, because that's what clears it. So 85 flawless meteorite. Some materials, some summoning stones. The artifacts here are not great because they're the legendary. So you really want to be getting to that hard mode. Now I want to talk about this real quick. This is pretty cool. I didn't realize you get this, but these are the material ascension pieces that you need, I think, 200 of to ascend an equipment piece. The thing is though, the drop rates on these are really, really low. So this is actually quite valuable. You essentially get to upgrade one piece of gear every week. And if you play around in the Ascension menu to see how it works, you can choose, you can't choose a set, but they're interesting how some sets go to certain other sets. And you can get some pretty decent upgrades on, or some really good upgrades on gear you have. And granted, I would hope you clear, let's say one of your gear rates 19, all three of your gear rate 19 before you make it through like 3 weeks of this. But if you do make it through 3 weeks of this and you haven't cleared one of the 19s, you could potentially upgrade some sets to get the better sets from whichever raid you're not progressed in yet. Just like I need some of the basic attack ones, and I could start upgrading some pieces to get that. So anyway, this thing to me is actually a pretty darn good reward. I didn't play on a Forerunner server. I don't know what to expect, in the future. But to me, this was pretty cool, and I look forward to. I'll probably save these up until I have enough to do 3 pieces, and then figure out what I'm going to go for. You want to check which pieces you have, what you can upgrade, and if you have 3 good pieces that you can upgrade to make a complete set, that would be pretty freaking sweet. So anyway, I think this is a pretty cool reward out of all the rewards for Void Rift. Of course, the artifacts are good, especially when we get to hard, but this was pretty cool. So I did go ahead and choose to save this. I would just save it in your storage, and then once you figure out what you want to upgrade, then you go back and open it and get the color that you need. So that was it. We're gonna go back to the Void Rift screen. What am I doing? I should have cut this part out. Oh, there we go. I know I was going to my storage. Just kind of show you that chest that was still in there, which is at the top. I'm sitting here looking for it. It's that one chest at the top. Oh, we got our artifacts, so let's go ahead and open them. Boom, boom. I mean, nothing too crazy here. I think I've gotten both of these before. And then the chest. Come on, buddy. Chest is at the top, Greg. Come on now. Oh, man, I flipped to consumables to see the chest. Oh, okay, no. I guess now we just decide to do my mythic. So I got another Scarlet Hunt. It's pretty sweet. It can help on Guild Boss. And then we just got a little Heart of Thorn. So we got one mythic out of that. Not bad. And then do I finally look at the chest? I think I look at the chest now. Oh, nope, that was it. Okay, so that's it, guys. I don't like to sit on the black screen, so let me back up just a little bit. This boom, boom, boom. Pause it right there. So yeah, that is phase 3 rewards. Pretty nice. Let's go back to the claim screen and kind of talk about the difference real quick. So yeah, let's come back to the claim screen here and talk about the difference a little bit. There's a normal, hard, nightmare. I don't know. There might be a handful of people that would be able to do nightmare, but hopefully, you know, if you have a decent team, decent roster, you can work on hard. If you can get through hard, then we'll get a mythic artifact. The nightmare will give you the class or the hero specific mythic artifacts, exclusive mythic artifacts. But the hard was definitely the next goal for me and probably most people. And definitely looking forward to being able to get a mythic artifact instead of legendary. That'll be pretty nice, and the rewards on the stage should be better as well. So anyway, we'll get that a go next week. We'll record that. If we don't make it all the way, I guess because you can change your difficulty, you can probably switch. If you're not making it, then you'd be like, oh, let me switch and get normal. I don't know if that's ideal. Maybe it is. I don't know. But you had the whole week to figure it out. Anyway, I hope this guide helps you. Hope you guys are enjoying the mode. I think it's pretty cool to have this do on a weekly basis. It's not terribly time consuming, but it is a little bit time consuming. But you have the entire week to do it. You're not like pinched on times to do it. So I like that. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking. And make sure you hit the like button if you're liking the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I'll catch you guys in the next video.